Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are proud and thankful for everyone who has helped with these projects. And today, I am fortunate, as Mayor of De Pere, to be here with you today to acknowledge and thank those who are directly helping with one of our most transformative undertakings ever, a project poised to have profound impacts on not just De Pere, but also the village of Hobart, village of Bellevue, village of Ashwaubenon, town of Ledgeview, town of Rockland, the town of Lawrence, and the Oneida Nation, and many of our other surrounding neighbors and communities. The Southern Bridge will be a monumental project in our long history. 60 plus years in the making. The Southern Bridge is finally gaining solid momentum, and we extend our deepest thanks to every resident, business, and local leader who has advocated for this project, especially Brown County Executive Troy Streckenbach and Brown County Planning Director Cole Runge, who have been constant, pivotal voices in advocating for this project. Cole's back that way. How about a big hand for those two? And Senator Baldwin, who has now helped obtain $5 million in congressionally directed spending from the fiscal 2022 omnibus bill for the Southern Bridge. Senator Baldwin's efforts toward this project will have enormous impact on the future of this region, and we are grateful. We are very grateful that we have her with us today. I would also like to thank everyone else for coming along today as well, too. All the leaders, everyone that's here from the local communities. De Pere is consistently ranked as one of the top cities to live in Wisconsin, and for good reason. We are a community filled with vibrant and iconic history, natural beauty, top-notch schools, St. Omer College, and the De Pere Medical College of Wisconsin, and residents and businesses who not only embrace our city's growth, but eagerly support and encourage De Pere's collective pursuit of progress and betterment. The evidence of this is everywhere. In fact, the city of De Pere is currently entering perhaps one of the most exciting and transformative eras of our history, with the Mulva Cultural Center, Cobblestone Hotel, new subdivisions and residential housing projects, and nearly 2 million square feet of manufacturing and warehouse and facilities simultaneously under construction in our city. Not to mention the Nelson Pavilion that will be erected hopefully sometime in the fall in Voyager Park. Lots going on in the city, but today it's all about the Southern Bridge and the generous support we have received from the federal government and Senator Baldwin. So please, join me in welcoming Senator Baldwin to speak about this exciting development. Senator Baldwin.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Mayor. It's a delight to join you here in De Pere, and I also want to thank all the Brown County elected officials and administration who are joining us here today, especially you, County Executive Troy Streckenbach, for your leadership on this project. And I also like to greet and welcome so many friends from the Oneida Nation who voiced strong support for this project. Tell me if I do this right. Segoli? Ah, good. I'm learning. I'd also like to thank everybody from the community who saw the need for this project and worked really, really hard to make the Southbridge Regional Connector project a reality. Across the state, I get to hear from constituents about our outdated infrastructure and the desperate need to fix it. I hear about how it makes getting to work or dropping a kid off at school much more difficult. I hear about preventable bike and pedestrian accidents, or businesses having issues getting their products to market on time and at a lower cost. Over the past year, I've been working with communities like folks right here in Brown County to bring home direct support for projects like this. I'm honored to say that I've done my job as your senator supporting Brown County. I worked to include this $5 million for the Southbridge Regional Connector project into legislation that President Biden signed just last month. This project is really crucial for Wisconsin, helping strengthen our supply chains, ensuring that drivers, bikers, and pedestrians can travel safely, and putting Wisconsin to work doing all of this. The Southbridge Regional Connector is a vital artery for the community, connecting large businesses and industrial business parks, and this funding will help ensure these businesses can get their goods to market efficiently with lower costs for consumers. Again, I really appreciate the partnership with all the folks in Brown County, and I'm really proud to be your advocate in the United States Senate. So thank you for giving me the opportunity for this first celebration, what hopefully one of many to come. And I'll turn it to County Executive Streckenbach.
Well, Senator, thank you so much for really getting us to a point where when you think about these type of projects, and the Mayor Boyd really kind of illustrated the significance of it and the timeline that has happened, but it really requires an opportunity for the stars to be aligned to some degree. That requires the know-how of administration staff, and we mentioned Cole earlier, and Megan from your office, instrumental in trying to make sure that we as a community have all of our ducks in a row and that we're advocating for something, because we understand that the resources at the federal government, there's not a magical tree outside that they just keep pulling money from. And we have to essentially make the case that this project is not only supported by the community, but a broad community. And so from that standpoint, what you see here is a representation of, as the mayor mentioned, multiple different jurisdictions, sovereign nation, all saying that this project is important enough to gain the attention of the federal government. And Senator, thank you for allowing us to have the opportunity, as we learned through the VV29 interchange, what gets the ability to pull down those federal dollars are projects that are shovel ready. And we were fortunate that the state of Wisconsin had the VV29 interchange project shovel ready, and we were able, as a community, to advocate for those dollars to come down. And just like this, we will use these dollars, matching with which Brown County next week will have a special meeting to pull an additional $600,000 to do the match. City of De Pere will be meeting with their board to approve $600,000 for their match. And what this will allow us to do is to put in the engineering, the environmental design work to basically put phases 2 and 3 into that shovel-ready aspect. And as we all know, there are a lot of federal dollars that are going to be in buckets that will either go through the state or through the federal government, that we will then take these shovel-ready projects and say, here's the project. We as a community are standing together, willing to join forces to fund it, and we have Lawrence, Lanny Tabalabo from the village or the town of Lawrence, who we've been working with closely on phases that are currently in place. And so when you think about this bridge, it intersects 7 different municipalities. So it's going to take a lot of energy and a lot of support. And so what I want to say is thank you for giving us the opportunity to raise these dollars, to put forth that project, to do the environmental and design work so it becomes shovel ready, and it allows us as a community to be collectively competitive for those federal dollars and those state dollars going forward. We are not competitive when we're not unified. And why this is important to see this image right here is because as a community we are unified. And so that when we are able to get those dollars used for the environmental design work, we then can show from a competitive standpoint we are ready and we are unified. And so with that, it gives me great pleasure to say thank you to all the different municipalities for helping us get to this point where we are today. And most importantly, thank you for allowing us to have those dollars, because at the local level, $5 million is a lot of money. That's the reality. And to do engineering design work for something that currently, what's number one thing that people want done? They want their roads fixed. And so does the community take those $5 million and put that towards current problems? Or do we use it to do the environmental design for something that's down the road, no pun intended? So the reality is that this is actually a huge amount of, it's helping us as local municipalities to get something done that in the future will bring many more dollars to the county, and so, or to the communities. And so with that, thank you very much. Mayor Boyd, did you want to end us?
I think you're doing a great job. No, it's all yours.
Well, at this point, we're all available to ask questions. We have Phil Danon, who is the chair for the town of Ledgeview here. We have different municipalities, county board supervisors, city council representatives, all here in case there's any questions.
Thank you.
We can
Thank you,
certainly go to
everybody.
one-on-one.
Thank you. No big check, is there?
Not today.
Not today. No big check.
All right, I think we're going on to one-on-ones.
Okay,
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
sounds good. Thank
For
you.
everyone to be here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you again.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice to meet you again.